Like it or not, 2016 is the year of 27.5 plus, with bike manufacturers flexing their creative muscle in this new and, hopefully, improved standard. So without further ado, here are the 5 we're keenest to throw our collective leg over. Scott were one of the first big bike companies to push the 27.5 wheel size, so it stands to reason they'd already have a range of 27.5 plus bikes. This Genius 700 Plus is firmly aimed at the trail shredder and will have you grinning from ear to ear with the extra girth of its Schwalbe tyres. Other highlights include a Fox 36 with boost spacing, SRAM EXO group set and an internally routed dropper post. The mainframe's made out of good old carbon fibre, so you'll need deep pockets to satisfy that 27.5 itch. Salsa claim their pony Rustler is like a 29er on steroids, and who are we to argue? Looking at the spec sheet, this Carbon GX1 model has all the hallmarks of the new wheel size, such as clearance for 3-inch tyres, boost spacing front and rear and, crucially, a progressive 67.5 degree head angle. In theory, all this should add up to a bike that will give you confidence-inspiring grip on the ups and the downs. Now for something a little different from Dutch titanium specialists Van Nicolas. It's called the Revelstoke and is meant for the all-mountain and marathon market, the key advantage being that you can run either 27 plus or 29er wheels in the frame. This means you can switch from racy 29er wheels to super fun 27 plus hoops, depending on conditions and your competitive instincts. But what about that one-sided fork we hear you say? Well, Van Nicolas told us at Eurobike that it's currently just a prototype, so we're hoping to see it in production in 2016. If you fancy some plus-size action, but don't want the weight and hassle of front and rear suspension, then Marin have you covered with their Pine marten. It's made out of good old-fashioned steel, which means it'll be durable and, more importantly, affordable. In fact, it's probably the most versatile bike on our list, with a huge gear range, rack eyelets and space for 3 beefy bottle cages. If your average weekend involves heading off to pastures unknown with just you, your bike, camping equipment and a beard, then the Pine marten should be high on your list. Spanish company Mondragor are famous for making great handling bikes, thanks to their critically lauded forward geometry design philosophy. This crafty R Plus model continues that trend with slack angles, short stem and a long top tube, hopefully creating a bike that rides as well as the more established models in Mondragor's range. If mud is a fact of life wherever you ride, then the huge 157mm boost spacing will give you massive clearance for those must-have 3-inch tyres. By alloy standards, this is not a cheap bike, or a light one, but it should handle like a dream, giving you sure-footed confidence and control in the toughest conditions.